Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Today a new year has begun. Today the old chapter is closed. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Today a new year has begun. Today the old chapter is closed. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May God bless. May God bless you now. 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 Hip hip hip, hooray! Hip hip hip, hooray! Hip hip hip, hooray! Happy birthday to you.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do that righteousness. And we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Put time away. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down by Babylon gates. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, preserve all.
And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, preserve all.
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Jah Rastafari. Jah
Rastafari.
Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
Former Special Advisor to the Prime Minister, son of the former JLP Senator and JLP Gensec, Zachary Kittens, have been charged for stealing. Good morning and welcome to our birthday chit chat. Black justice, white justice in our colorism, Jamaica. Good morning and welcome to Global TV, the 29th of December, 2025, the year I became 51. Bear in mind that when they commit the crime, I was in my late 40s. 3 years on, they have been charged. It's really nothing to sing and shout about because our justice system is more muscular than any Australian kangaroo. So therefore, I wouldn't encourage anyone to jump and shout hooray about a kangaroo justice system. If anything really comes out of this, though, one could almost say the Americans, as I said yesterday morning, must have been involved in something here. But we will have to wait until the football match finishes, until we see whose goal scored and who scored own goal against themselves. But welcome to our birthday chit chat this morning, Black Justice, White Justice. Why on earth Gina Ponton has been left to rot in prison when the high colors of justice are being treated differently? Gina Ponton, who is more honest than these set of thieves. Oh, we will get to that in a bit. To my community, party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Debbie Jarvis TV, good morning and welcome. Who else is there this morning? Miranda Rudder, good morning and welcome. Who else is here? Colleen, good morning. Good morning. Happy Judge, good morning and welcome. Jamrak 8766, Sophia Hall, good morning. Lynette Jenkins, good morning and welcome. Charlotte Graham, good morning. Miss Pitty? Good morning and welcome. Soul of Peace, good morning and welcome. Agency Driver 5, bless up yourself. Marjorie Lewis, good morning. Luxus, Lex, Lucid Communication. Sorry if I mess you up. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Veteran, good morning. Wagwan, bro. Welcome. Morning, everyone. Opal Watson, good morning from Jamaica. Good morning and welcome. Who else is there here this morning? Blessed Woman, good morning and welcome. Good morning. Thanks to everyone for wishing me happy birthday. And once again, thanks to Veteran, Pamela, and Abena for their birthday donation. Nation. Thank you all very much. They have provided a bit more bone to chew on by laying charges against the crooks. Karen Nemard, good morning. That doesn't bring me any joy, literally. As I say, in a muscular kangaroo justice system, I have no faith until it all comes to an end and we see how it plays out. Because look at Ruel Reed and Fix Pinnock and Kim, how it is twaddling and going all over the place, and lots of money have been already wasted on that. So me don't have no confidence, none whatsoever, in this kangaroo system of these charges laid. Because if the Americans are not involved here, I've been how you do, Annie Jones. If the Americans are not involved here, a game is being played with us. Charge is one, but conviction is two. We often see cases and high-profile cases get thrown out of the case for lack of evidence or whatever, or sometimes an appeal, as in the Sean Storm and others case. So me not have no confidence when it comes to these charges, because they're only charges. Black justice, white justice. Black justice, white justice. Colorism and class in Jamaica. Black justice, white justice, colorism, and class. And money, the whole of them thief, don't. A people, the whole of them defraud, don't. All of them thief and the same set of people. All of them defraud the same set of people. The truth is, though, Jean and Panton is more honest than the whole of them. Because at least Jean and Panton, to her credit, which is legally accepted, early plea, early admission of guilt contributes to her sentence, to the lessening of her sentence. All of them guilty of the same crime. How then, for almost 3 years, Jean and Panton is being left to rot in prison, while these other high-collar thieves, as per Jamaica society, were left on the run to continue to commit crime, to destroy evidence, to perverse the course of justice and everything else involved. And now, 3 years later, charges have been leveled against them. And they have been given police bail. They are no risk. They are no risk of licking us down and taking away our purses. They are no flight risk. There are no flight risk. There's no risk of them pointing a gun at us and taking us to the cash point. Because if whatever it is that Jean and Panton is at risk, whatever risk rather that Jean and Panton poses to the public, or whether Jean and Panton is a flight risk or other, how come Jean and Panton left Ferraton? How come Jean and Pantan left Ferrat when the all of them broke the same bank? The all of them all up the same set of people with gun. At least Jean and Pantan come out, come tell we a truth of the story. Jean and Pantan told us what she stole. Jean and Pantan told us whose instruction she was stealing under. At least that goes to her credit. And she's been left to rot in prison, while the criminals were left out on the run to destroy evidence and otherwise. I don't think so now, we're not going to use this and distract us. If the Americans are involved, we know something will come out of it. Can't play with the Americans, them money. We're going to play the Tanas in a while, no dance, galangin, because at 3 year, we're Tanas sifa. And say music taught play in a dance. Music taught play, even though Boogie Yaga, though the music might be, we can't taught 2 foot. Andrew, me shame for you. Andrew, me shame for you. You're not afraid of going around, Andrew. Talk truth. Oh no, you're not afraid of going around, Andrew. Oh no, say the Andrew and Trump have a similar disease. Oh no, people in the upper echelons of society. Oh no, say Andrew and Trump have a similar disease. Where once you know hit yourself close to them, you not get in trouble. You can read the writing on the wall. Andrew, me shame for you. Me shame for you, Andrew, because every day the labor them come dig in a weekend and make defense for you. And every day you fall deeper and deeper in a disgrace. Came on, you know the far, but you know not really feel with concern right here now. The people of Cayman will have to deal with Uno because Zachary Harden was just going to strategic advice the other day. Even though Dan Campbell was going, how you do? Zachary Kittens came on, was giving Uno strategic advice the other day. All when Uno knows, say, Zachary Harden come here, holy, we have to chop up in a one this morning, you know, Zach. You're still a, you're careless bad man, them. The young boy, them, we don't know if you're there with them, Zachary. What you do make check when we're on partner, Zachary Kittens. Then still I walk and checking people fit up, call up your name, Zachary Kittens. Zachary Kittens. Your bad man, them still available for checking people. Fit up, call up your name, but what you don't know about. I wonder how Fid and Mocha and the whole of them get to know about what you say we never know about. Zachary Kittens. You follow Usain Bolt go all the way from Beijing. You follow Usain Bolt up and down for thief the youth money in Zachary. Time I catch up with you. At least Zachary Kittens, you can't walk around and talk anymore. So you know have nothing to do with you. Zachary Kittens, you cannot anymore walk around and say no have nothing to do with you because the authorities them say you have questions to answer in front of the court thief in Zachary. Labor rights, Zachary. Uno labor rights. Jesus have mercy. Labor, uno can't keep on the pocket in no if you move on the hand from the finger pocket, uno get in trouble. If labor rights move their hand from them pocket, them get in a trouble. Me sooner una twist and turn and a jaw sheet. Labor rights, we know when no shame, When we sooner can run, come out, come blast, when a carry on with a disgraceful self on Facebook, we know no shame. We know it get harder and harder to defend the crookery and the crookedness will exist around Andrew Holness. We know say it get harder and harder to defend it. We know so no shame, but at time, a full time, for uno start call out Andrew Holness. Say, bad to bad Andrew Holness. There's a old Jamaica saying, say, if you no go so, you go near so. How you always a mix up in a thief or with thief, so sir? In MPM, how you always a mix up with thief or in a thief, so. The same thief will follow Usain Bolt up and down for thief in money. At the same thief prime minister, they advise you in the height of your stealing. Prime Minister, do you see the connection? Yes, sir. Sir, do you see the connection? Say at the same thief will follow Usain Bolt from Beijing up and down. Are the same thief that was advising you in the height of your stealing all in a COVID prime minister? You see the connection? Alak John, I wonder when for your day go come because you can't run Andrew and advise Andrew how for thief, you know. Uno job is to advise Andrew how for thief, but uno run out of way of not getting catch. Uno run out of ways of not getting caught. But the only hope for the investors will uno put gun at their head, especially the big brown puss. Especially the big brown puss, Hugh Croskery, will pat the old man pan him back. And I tell him, say, your money is safe, man. While him a swindle off the woman 80,000. How much a million, or how much ever, I don't know, so me can't count. While you pat the woman pan her back, you swindle off her money, you thief. You criminal, you crook. You Hugh Croskery, you have a history. Drop the bag, Hugh Croskery. Hugh Croskery, now the first you stick way up. Hugh Croskery, Eddie Siaga teach Andrew Holness. And you and Siaga stick way up with gun. And we never find out the stick up until PNP come in power. Come back again. Siaga will teach Andrew. You the same Hugh Croskery. And Andrew Holness come whole way up with gun again. Only not to say history repeat itself. Only not to say a history repeat itself. Siaga and Hugh Croskery and Paul Chenyong whole way up with gun under the Eagle Group. Andrew Holness, Zachary Harden, and Hugh Croskery, and St. Paul Chenyong again, come whole way up with gun. And then our labor right concern is for Hitch and Mark Croskery and Mark Golden. Purely look because they're in white, because I don't even if there's a connection, it doesn't matter to me. But the fact that they're in white, then we just make the connection there. So. But what if him and Mark Golden were friends? Mark Golden is not implicated in this crime. We don't know of them advising the opposition. We know they advise the government. They sit on board of the government. They are member of the G2K, the whole racketeering organization. Jacqueline Lecker ought to be charged as well. Jacqueline Lecker and Andrew Holness and Audley Shaw, who gave them license in 2017 to start practice after Omar Davis between 2013 to 2017 restrict them. Then figure prison too. They were a part of the planned racketeering that was carried out on investors. The charge sheet. And the people charged need to go much more far than this. If any justice to come out of this, because to say, because to say, there's a broader syndicate. There's a broader syndicate than that is involved with this whole scam and scandal that was carried out on the people. At least Omar Davis tried to protect the people when they see the danger in front of them. And the Holness administration should have never give back this entity such license to practice. And the Holness administration even went further by getting an audit report that show the upcoming collapse, that show the problem, and then ignore it, lied about it when the story break. Nigel Clark figure prison too. Nigel Clark figure prison as well. Nigel Clark could have stopped this at a point. Nigel Clark refused and turned a blind eye under whose instruction one doesn't know. But when McFarlane sent the report over to Nigel Clark, then SSL should have been taken into administration or their license removed or restricted then. Nigel Clark left them to operate for probably about another year or so. Unrestricted, ripping off investors, lying to investors, giving investors fraudulent statement. Well, if Nigel Clark visit Jamaica recently in relation to this, it is two-pronged here. The Americans would be involved because you remember in the Paul Cheng Young, in the Eagle group, the Americans were involved as well because lots of assets were seized in Florida for these people as well. So with these organizations, it's not hard for the American to get involved when it comes to these big money. If the Americans are involved, them have trouble upon them hands. Them not have an easy way of swindling out of it because you don't play with the Americans' money. The two-pronged part of it now, Andrew Holness getting all of this money from the IMF and all of that. What the whole of them know, so when it comes to money, Andrew Holness don't have clean hands or clean integrity. Them are going to want certain, what you da call the word? For Andrew to show say him serious and fighting corruption. Let's watch and see how the game play out. Bear in mind, the Americans are as crooked as them as well. Bear in mind that trade-off are going between the Venezuela, Galangin, Goat Island, Chinese influence, and everywhere. Andrew is dancing on the pole at the moment, literally. Our Prime Minister is dancing on the pole at the moment because everything the Prime Minister do right now involves prostitution. Everything that Andrew Holness is doing now involves prostitution. So literally, Andrew Holness dep on the pole right here now. If it is that the Americans don't have charges to be brought under their jurisdiction, then the Americans would use this to get something out of them. We just have to play the Tanasi no poil, no dance. But if the Americans are involved, believe you me, things will turn up. Things will turn up. I wouldn't mind an extradition because these criminal case would really get properly trashed out in the open. Where, hey, Lord Jesus, they wouldn't want that. Hmm? They really wouldn't want that. But that's the trash out what we would want on the American side. And I have no doubt that their money portfolio would touch the American system because their old system was involved as well. So let's watch and see how it play out. But one thing for sure, more people need to be charged because this wasn't a rocking tearing that them fell into by accident. All of this was carefully planned. Because when Jacqueline Lecker was at the FAC and give them back, them and Andrew Holness, give them back license to practice, they know they were incompetent, they weren't capable, they weren't honest. Hmm? They know they weren't capable, they weren't honest. And they give them license to practice. Violet Watson, thank you very much for your birthday contribution. Thank you so much. Hmm? So, the fact that them are going to come up with charges now, it is nothing that we are going to be happy or rejoice about because we know to say if the Americans not involved, which they would have to provide some answer, and somebody would have to take some responsibility or culpability here. Other than that, is a kangaroo court been played in front of us. Let's look at it on the Jamaica side. Say, adjust Jamaica operate pan themselves alone, you know. What it is that you all have come up with that wasn't there from the last 18 months to 20, how much, to 30 months? What has come up new? Hold on there. Producer, did you notice that appear US dollars them always a quote when they come to US currency? No, exactly. Such a big money wrangling, such a big investment firm, them money wouldn't cross them portfolio wouldn't cross over into the American system. So, and probably this was the reason why Nigel Clark didn't invite the FBI, because if they've invited the FBI to investigate rather than do the Kroll report, which is more of a private thing than an investigator with such powers of the FBI, a lot of things would have unearthed. But them are slow drift into this thing. Let us look at it that are just Jamaica at play here. It's a wool been pulled over our eyes. It would be a wool pull over our eyes. Or was it Paula? Hmm? Was it Paula that was refusing to bring charges? Or was it Andrew refusing for charges to be brought before the general election of September gone? Whatever it is on the Jamaica lens, it is a smoke screen. For the fact that you can charge them for the same crimes that Gina and Pantan charged for, and they are being bailed. if the US have the Kroll report, the Kroll report, thanks Pamela, the Kroll report will be submitted to the at the SEC, the security, I can't remember the name of that thing in America, where really then connected to the IRS and FBI and everybody, them tap into the money investigation. If those people are trying over the report, no, these people, if they have access to that report, once they go through it, anything they see of a crime, they have to inform the FBI. That's how that is it SEC or C? I can't remember the exact acronym of it. But if that organization has the report, anything they identify as a crime in that report, they, under the US law, have to inform the FBI. You should say they have gotten station bail. Yes, them gotten station bail. No man on a FDIC. I want another one. Hold on. U.S. Financial Investigation Authority. Is SC something? Let me find you with tell no. But we talk about in one of them case where we talk about people with money. I'm going to find you and tell you now. Hold on there. But if that organization get here, they have to report. They have to SEC, yes. If SEC have it, SEC have to report any crime. Security Exchange Commission, yes. If Security Exchange Commission have get hold of that report, they will have to any crime them identify, them have to inform the FBI. So if that is the case, this thing can go a far way. As me say, Tanasi don't poil no dance. But more people are to be held responsible for this financial crime. Because it wasn't a financial crime going on in the organization that the top brass of the organization weren't aware of. This was a crime carried out by the top brass of the organization. Crime ordered in Gene and Pantan's word by the top brass of the organization. But Prime Minister, me shame for you. You run a cabinet where everybody in there, majority of your cabinet people them in a money dispute, in an integrity dispute, Prime Minister. You led a government of integrity dispute. Even your outer door advisor them. Well, Debbie, white justice, black justice, financial crime don't get station bail. Black justice, white justice. How much time Gene and Pantan have been before the court? And the wicked, evil judge them of Gene and Pantan are rotten in a jail, while the Cross Grizz and Zachary Kittens was allowed to be out here, continue to commit crime and destroy the evidence. So when you come with no kangaroo galangin with there and boy the host with media. What is that telling us? It telling us that that is a show. This is circus. Because this should have happened from January, February, April 2023. So when you no come now like when you go search the host on no season find, one no season find, one no find pan, one no season find. Or when you go come with not enough evidence, when you go come with the time have passed. Or is it that is just a big old distraction? Give the dog them the usual bone to chew on. Because the JPS argument too hot here now. The millions and billions when the Prime Minister go borrow upon we name. When the Prime Minister go kick out sick people, disabled people, elderlies out of shelter in the next 2 days in order to start back school. For children when I have school uniform, go back to school. For children when I have a place for bathe and a little cup of tea morning time before they go to school, for come back to school. For children when still asleep out the door and catching a people yard, for go back to school. For children will lie in a destitute and disaster. I hate you don't want what we talk about. I hate you don't want what we talk about. But could you come shine that like a piece of something in front of our face? In Prime Minister? And that's why you come shine this piece of glass in front of our face so we look over there so and don't look upon the whole heap of money. We're coming to the country, the whole heap of money where you scoop up and Ghana and the people in the disaster zone across Western Jamaica haven't seen a dime of support. If the people weren't assisted by charity entertainers and vloggers and TikTokers and influencers, we would have a starving Western Jamaica Prime Minister. And them something don't want to talk about why when you come flash up the little piece of green light in our face at the moment. What would I make headline news, Andrew Holness? If you hear say you're arrested or you resign, that would make a worthy headline. That Andrew Holness would make a worthy headline. If you hear say you resign or you're arrested, that would make more sense. But as for the kangaroo show trial right here now, Andrew Holness, we are not so impressed. Thank you very much, Raymond. Thank you. We are not so impressed, Andrew Holness. We know what a kangaroo court looks like. We know what a trial look like. So don't come tell me what to talk about. If this is the information war, what you declare against, we have left hand and right hand prime minister, we can ambidextrously fight two war at the same time. I can hold a puss in my left hand and I can hold a dog in my right hand. I hit the two of them together, I'm still fighting a war. Don't come try go on like I said, this fi come be no big headline. When the country fall down for 2 months now, and we see you collect over $200 million in insurance, millions for concert, millions on online donation, over 300 plain prime minister, ship up on top of ship up on top of ship. Things that were for pile, wet up in a rain and rotten prime minister. And Jamaica people can get no assistance and no support. Those are what matters at the moment. The Christmas one just rub up in our face when people celebrate out a door. They never know if it going after celebration done. Yes, the people them get enough food in the disaster period, but enough food alone. Enough food alone a bare necessity, Prime Minister. Food, shelter, medicine, and water. All of them there in the necessity package. You know, provide them then. We would even talk about light, huh? We would even talk about light. Hmm? We would even talk about light. Light are luxury in them, you're saying thing here, you know. Hmm? Prime Minister, light. We're going to treat light as luxury. You hear? We're going to treat the light as luxury. Or the bare minimum. You are yet Prime Minister to provide the bare minimum since Melissa. Food, water, medicine, shelter. Those are the 4 bare minimum that is required after a natural disaster of such magnitude, Prime Minister. And you have failed to deliver the bare minimum. Turn around, you were very insultive to the people who stepped in to take the disgrace out of your eye. Very insulting. Hmm? And if at that you don't want to talk about, we can talk about whole heap of thing at the same time. You don't know, so we're Jamaican, we mind up a business, and when we sit down on that tree, we chop up everything in a one. Hmm? So don't try use this bullshit and this track way. When it becomes a headline, Prime Minister, is when they have been sentenced. For now, it's a kangaroo court. It's a trial, Prime Minister. When uno sentence them, we will come back. You hear? Hmm? When uno sentence them, we will come back. For now, we have a different game to play. The 150 million Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz, murderer, come here. Hmm? Mongoose. Mongoose, come here. The money laundering. What kind of black people get light? A generator they have down there. Them are wicked light people, yeah. And then we just bring back light to all sorts of in town and call it so black people get light, you know, you stay there. How they wicked. Mongoose. The $150 million worth of money laundering. Can you figure out prison, you know? Because the same money laundering with the whole on doing a COVID. The same money laundering with the whole on do with Bolt and the investors, their money. Is the same money laundering game is being played here with the JPS galang in. A money laundering, you know. And it is twofold money laundering. Because when you get with insurance money, what we take with tax and pay already. When you get with insurance money, what we tax money pay for. When you take with tax money, with insurance money, all of it, you know. When the Bible lends some, all of it. To $150 million worth of catastrophe ban. US dollar money laundering. Then take and get JPS. JPS turn round and take up the buckle stop of them. Count and say, if I charge them 7% pan them bill over such a period, I can garner the same $150 million to pay you back. Who lose $350 million Jamaica? Who lose $300 million Jamaica people? You know, say that they don't want to talk about the $300 million worth of money laundering. Where they take with money and lend, and then they take it out of our pocket pay back to it. How that makes sense? How that makes sense if that's not money laundering? But me tell you from day one, and you say disaster zone, whether it be a man-made disaster or a natural disaster, investors are like Jankro. Investors are like Jankro. Then crowd up and then gang you up. The money launderers are like, well, all right, go and check out the amount of trouble with Zelensky in here now. Same money laundering. It's what happened in a war zone. It's what happened in a disaster zone. Investment and money laundering. These are two of the biggest things, other than the rape and the molestation, that goes on in a disaster zone. The investors and the money launderers, the weapon and drugs smugglers, it's their territory at the moment. When me tell you that Jamaica is a stage at the moment, Jamaica is a stage for many things. Because in the midst of a disaster, when nobody is watching, is when high society commit the most of their crime. Go back to COVID. You think Andrew Holness and Tufton alone, they are thief in a COVID? Go and look back at Boris Johnson and the health minister of England at the time, track record, and who they give contract to. They make up contract for all themselves and them company, them friend, family, and father. That listen, disaster is a zone for investors, drug and weapon smugglers, and money launderers. At them thing here, we have to keep focused on at the moment. In the time here, even Marco Rubio come before the disaster, but one of Marco Rubio undersecretary come since the disaster. One of Pete Heggis, the white nationalist. Pete Heggis, the white racist nationalist. Pete Heggis, undersecretary, came to Jamaica, and we don't know. When none of them galang in here, when America follow up with tail suffer, barring with Prime Minister become a late night street corner curb crawling prostitute in the political world, and this prostitution is going to lead us in danger. This prostitution where Andrew play, because it 6.2 billion where Andrew got take up for all sort of war yonder. Andrew prostitute and pawn way out. And Jamaica now go see a dime out of it. The people of Jamaica now go see a dime of development out of it. And them something you don't know what we talk about. Because while the Prime Minister took 150 million away with insurance, with it take we out of the Melissa devastation, lend JPS. While the Prime Minister got to take out debt, pound we, where with children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren are go indebted to the IMF. Andrew Holness haven't spent a dime pound we. Even the free sinting them where Andrew Holness get for help with to rebuild like the zinc, the ply, the two before, the nail, the zinc screw, the generator, the Starlink blanket and tent, sleeping bag, Andrew Holness hold on the whole of them. And them something that I don't want to talk about. The whole heap of help will come for the Jamaica people. And up until today, Jamaica people are in a shelter because they don't know where to go fix up back. And government tell them, say, them have to come out. And government have billions in Jamaica dollar sit down pan, money that are our insurance money, money that are our taxpayer money, and government a go build with wait till government build container housing scheme, and we go buy a house for NHT. And them something don't want we to talk about. Why not come flash this piece of like a shiny like galang in front of our face? Hmm? I couldn't shine like a piece of shiny thing in front of our face. We used to shiny things. Not because of the Melissa come and scotch up everything and everything looks scotch up. We're not frightened for shiny things. We used to it. Everything been shiny around before Melissa. So we used to shiny things. We couldn't forget shiny things so quick. So don't come in front of we with like a shiny galang in for thing to say, whoa, we've been waiting so long up to the when they sentence, so we jump for joy. When they got prison, when we hear take them away, we will rejoice. As for now, it is a game. Because they still have freedom to commit crime. Unlike Gene and Pantan, which you have all caged. Unlike Gene and Pantan, which you have all caged under your black justice system. The Crossbreed and the Hardins are out committing crime under your white justice system. Don't come fool with. Don't come fool with. Have you read the George Orwell Animal Farm? Have you read the Animal Farm? Have you read 1984? None of these motherfuckers would really surprise you if you read these things. Because these bastards are just being staged. Their strings are just being pulled by their masters. Don't try to frighten we all. At the 150 million. The $150 million water money laundering. The $150 million water money laundering. Andrew Holness. So don't bother come go on like say Zachary Hardin as closely linked to you and the Jamaica Labour Party, though Zachary Hardin is. This is not major news. If Zachary Hardin has been sentenced Prime Minister, then that will make the news. But for no Prime Minister, the kangaroo justice system that we have, we could see this fluttering and bubbling down the road for 10, 20 years. If not Prime Minister, in the very short future, we could hear that they have no question to answer, or the investigators didn't do their job properly, or dips, baps, or even parlor word. Time has passed. So while these things still exist, there's nothing for us to jump and rejoice about. What we want answers about is the $150 million water money laundering. While Jamaica people lay down on dirt in a disease, or not even stop report on the something or rather the disease where name whatever loss is be. We're not going to go off in silence. We're not going to forget the $150 million US. We're not going to forget the treatment of the people at the very worst time. We're never going to forget, Prime Minister, that if it wasn't for international and charities at home, the people of Jamaica would have suffered. The people of Jamaica would have been in emaciated condition by now, Prime Minister. The leptospirosis won't left with inner. The people of Jamaica, Prime Minister, left to your operations, your speed and pace of relief, Prime Minister. The people of Jamaica, of Western Jamaica, 2 months on, would have been in emaciated condition. The image coming out of Western Jamaica by now, Prime Minister, had the charities, YouTubers, vloggers, and entertainers didn't jump in, would mirror the image of Ethiopia 1984, Prime Minister. And you have the nerve to come out and insult us. You have the nerve to come out and threaten us. Because we have to shut up. We have to ask questions. We have to know how we tax money I spend. We have to take up a rat bat. We don't take up a rat bat carry parliament at daytime and now say a nighttime rat bat more affluent. So we have to keep parliament at night. If we don't want favor for function, Prime Minister, keep parliament at night. Rat bat no function well a day. Idiots. New age fools. Rat bat. Or they call them flying bats. Oh, no, not flying bats, flying rats. Prime Minister. Flying rats, PM. Or the rat bat, as we call them, operate better at night. So if we don't want better out of favor, we don't have to go keep parliament at night. Keep parliament at night if we don't want better out of favor. But for now, we not go always in a problem because to say we don't take up rat bat for count. And no say rat bat can't see things well a day. Rat bat can't see things well a day and we don't want rat bat for count in a day. No, so not a fool. You know, so not have no sense. This is the Donald Trumpism of this government. Rather than you look at your mistake, you accept it and you correct it, you continue to double down. Won't see favor of the phone hold on pan. Darrell Vaz can count, so we can get an explanation. Even if an explanation is given to Darrell, written and put in front of that, Darrell now going to be able to explain if we understand what happened to the $150 million. The walk on beer name favor, can name a beer in a favor. The walk on beer name favor, Lord have mercy, my God. Favor was than Darrell Vaz, you know. In the $150 million capacity, favor was than Darrell Vaz. At least you can hear the noise when Minister Spurious. When Minister Malicious Spurious attack, at least you hear where I said, though it don't make no sense. Mind you, I'm not saying that Minister Malicious Spurious makes sense when he talk. But at least you know, say, Minister Malicious Spurious says same thing. But the flying bat, and I don't see what Andrew Holness them and double down pan. Favor is an embarrassing failure in public. Everybody's talking about it now. Rather than correct the situation, hate as I would hate to admit to it. But Jordan Juleta for the Miss Thomas high seat and give him the money bag. It won't make a blind difference. And I'll tell you why it won't make a blind difference. Everything we're happening in the country come from the one whole house. It doesn't any longer matter what position the wife are the husband whole. The entire country run from their yard. Don't send home favor go pin white calico nappy because I would even trust favor at this point to wash white calico. Hmm? I would advise her carefully, mind you stick your finger or stick the baby in a leg when you're pin the nappy. Because that's the feebleness of favor. I wouldn't advise her more if you go look at a baby. Hmm? I wouldn't advise favor to do a thing better. Take down favor, send favor go somewhere. Put Juliet a finance ministry. Put the dull old useless beat out thrown up against brick wall, cotton tree, wheelie bin and everything Marlene Malahu foot pandemic Thomas posture. Because what Favor is doing at the moment, she don't understand. It's not that she's not capable. It is not only that she's not capable, you know. Because you can understand something, but not capable of carrying out the task. Favor not understand what she a do. Good God Almighty. When it a go take, you know, where it a go take? Where it a go take physics of the woman a struggle? Where it a go take physics on a drive the woman into a breakdown? Hmm? A full time now for not stop the madness, man. Is on look. This is why America is being one isolated, two falling apart, and three when Donald Trump done with it. Not even them and the little yapping chihuahuas of Europe now go be in no friendship because it's a bullyism where you take a decision and you beat everybody to follow behind you. And Holness and him leadership and the dull, useless, I don't know what to call these cronies around the prime minister, these tightly wedged into the prime minister's butt of an MPs, barring Edward Warmington, because it's only Edward Warmington will shout at them. But the rest of them just go cap in hand with whatever Andrew Holness do. And this is what Andrew Holness use and destroy the whole of them and everything around him. Because you realize you've been led by a fool and nobody decide that they will chastise this fool or hold this fool accountable. And you know when you give fool power, they won't go come foolish. And it's exactly what we're seeing happening in our country. It's not that Andrew Holness couldn't do better. It's not that Andrew Holness couldn't do better. It's that Andrew Holness don't have the will. He don't have anyone around him to encourage him to do better. Anyone around him to challenge his stupidity. And that's why the Prime Minister is always in destruction. The Prime Minister admits to nothing. The Prime Minister apologizes for nothing. The Prime Minister takes responsibility for nothing. And because of the cronyism around this idiot, because you're a fool, you know, Prime Minister, I don't know if you realize how stupid you are, Andrew Holness. I really don't think you realize. Especially when you open your mouth on the Jamaica stage. Some people in Jamaica would call you buffoon. We would call you a buffoon. You're really stupid when you talk to the Jamaica audience. When you talk to the foreign audience, if people don't know you, then we say, oh, he's well scrubbed up, isn't he? Isn't he? He is scrubbed up. But if they know the tyrant, the barefoot hooligan that you are, Prime Minister, they would see it completely different. The $150 million prime minister. We're not even going to ask favor about it. The $150 million where Darrell Vaz launder. The other $225 million Jamaica dollar where Pernell Charles land upon food where there. The 220 million Jamaica 1.4 million US dollar where the Jamaica people them did forget in the over 2-month period for household relief in the burial city. All of them money down the thief and land, Prime Minister. And the Jamaica people is yet to see it. Right here now, we soon just walk and a scrape and a pack the bucket so. And the last, we know they not tell we say, we don't decide what we are going to do with it yet. We don't decide what we are going to do with the people, their money yet. But we are going to get some container house and make container housing scheme and make NHS sell container house. And if you brought what we have left over, if you know one, you don't have to come on camera, come take picture with the Prime Minister. So when we come on Color TV and get me kiss from Gigi and all of them fuck really. Before. This is how this government deal with an emergency. You have to hug up and kiss up and love up and take picture with this government before you get any help in an emergency. In an emergency, when you're shelterless and homeless, if the government not get in picture, you not get help. But the responsibility is not just for the crooked PNP or the crooked labor rights. Oh, no, it's not. Jamaica is divided into PNP and labor rights, and Jamaica is left in the middle suffering with nobody paying attention to Jamaica. Jamaica is divided between labor rights and PNP, and Jamaica left in the middle of suffer without nobody at all paying attention to Jamaica because everything on labor rights and PNP, labor rights and PNP. People don't really talk about Jamaica, you see. People don't talk about Jamaica, people talk about labor rights and PNP. So Jamaica always in the middle of suffer. Where is our responsibility to Jamaica? Licky Jamaica. Vote for $5,000 on a t-shirt, KFC, liquor rum, liquor right rice, and chicken back. Jamaica. What is our responsibility? When in a cocker stock ideology, we sell our democracy. We sell our democracy. What is our responsibility? We blame we are going to shoulder yasso. When you continue to complain, say, say, me ground did have 9 pumpkin last night, and this man me get up on a 7, and me know the thief. And tomorrow the thief come and thief one more. That is it in Jamaica, people. We know who are the thief. We know where the thief come thief. But all we want to do is to complain. We don't want to stop the thief. Even when we get the chance to change the thief, we sell the thief and we make the thief and get him way back in our power. If Andrew Holness did so terrible and brutal in a second term, you think Andrew Holness are going to turn Mother Teresa in a third term? You think to say Andrew Holness, wicked, lying, thieving, deceptive Andrew Holness, I got turn Mother Teresa overnight? When you see the boy a crook, Only sister, the youth is a crook. But serve us right. Our we vote for, our we sell, and our we turn up and allow the thief to thief. And that we get. We want to know about Andrew Holness. We did think enough fed up at Andrew Holness. We never know to prepare for go another 5 years with Andrew Holness. And if Andrew Holness start off in 5 years with signing off on a disaster that could have killed so many of us, the higher power stand up in an Andrew way and say, me nah give you the blood and gore what you want. The open dead body that the Prime Minister wanted to see pack the coastline of Paraty and Black River. It never happened, Andrew Holness. You have failed. For you take the people their money from Dubai Prime Minister and you try come slaughter we forget land for sell to Mohammed bin Salman. God a work against you no. You a work hard against we, but God a work against you no. Because the plan will not come within a Prime Minister. Thousands, the news did for report say perish along the southern coastline of Jamaica and the Prime Minister. Thousands. That was what the news. Why you think the whole bumbleclot world did center the Jamaica Prime Minister? The news and the dead body were going to be horrific. Jankro, at that you sign off, pan. The dead body, the pile-up of dead body Prime Minister was going to be horrific. Hey, it never happened. Oh, you have failed, Prime Minister. Andrew Holness, you have failed. The onslaught where you carry out Panwe, you fail. So now the little money will come. If we put we back together, and that same little money, you take and commit more crime, money laundering, something where you're already in a trouble for Prime Minister. Something where you're already in a trouble for already the illicit enrichment. And here you are again, carrying out full-scale money laundering in public. And then you all want us to shut up. And when we decide not to shut up, you give us a fat piece of drumstick to stick in our mouth and yam on it. All right, we can yam fast and get back to the conversation. We can yam fast and get back to the conversation at the 150 million plus the 7% rise plus the 6.7 billion where you go borrow and where you go beg. The how much a million where you collect online, the how much a million where you collect in a concert. Where the people of Jamaica still a suffer, Prime Minister. Not even food you not provide them, even though you claim so you spend how much $1,225,000 of it on food. Nobody no see it. Nobody can see it. Zinc, plywood, 2 before, Pampers, food, WAF, full, 2 and 4. The same place where Desmond McKenzie they had the hope of gun where they find were there. Full with pallets of aid. that the government is sitting on. But the government could have built up a little rock shack for the people them where their house blow down where we still have it in a shelter. And all of these things sit down pan wharf. Where people soon open hardware, wholesale, supermarket, electronic store, and all sort of thing and profiteer out of the disaster while the people are still suffering. And when we come talk about thief, when we come talk about what usually happens in our country, disaster is not as usual as stealing in our country. A hurricane like Beryl is once in a lifetime. Stealing in our country is every day. We have a civil service that needs to go to prison. You think the government is as culpable than those bureaucrats and technocrats in the civil service? These permanent secretaries, these chief financial officers, and these chief executives within the ministries of government, where money always just get up on 2 foot and walk through door past people just so. $3 trillion of it, that permanent secretaries across government, many of it in the Prime Minister's office, many in Tufton, many in Ministry of Education, many over Colonel Charles, who is at the helm of stealing at the moment. So when you come put Alvin Gale in our way, if we chop off Alvin Gale head, I ain't gonna criticize Alvin Gale. Alvin Gale is drowning. And you're supposed to help a drowning man, but just careful how you help him. Andrew Holness, though. Andrew Holness and Desmond McKenzie, who strip and peel off ADPEM bit by bit, who defund ADPEM. Andrew Holness will take him make tennis, pass it to me, pass it to Desmond. So don't expect me to come out here and name Alvin Gale. When on just place Alvin Gale there as a scapegoat. You ain't gonna fool me, you idiots. Need not I say that the Prime Minister is a failure? I mean, the country will have to judge for themselves whether the Prime Minister is a failure or not. Because I'm sure since Melissa, this Prime Minister have spoken more bullshit than have done something effective to alleviate or to relieve the people out of the destruction. He have spoken more bullshit than he have tried to do. Because as I've said before, the Prime Minister is yet to deliver on the 4 basic bare minimum after a disaster: food, water, shelter, and medicine. Jankro. Jankro without beak. Jankro without feather. Though you are on 2 foot, you're short of the claw, Jankro, you still not deliver upon that yet. So roll down, tone down your voice when you're talking to us, you little piece of shit. Tone your voice down, Andrew Holness, when you talk to we. We no thief like you. You know, here we name called Diego come in a thiefness. I couldn't remember when people call your name for a genuine reason. Thiefness always attached to your name. From 2018 till no Prime Minister, thief just a walk and follow you so. And the worst part of it, you literally have no shame about it. You're just shameless. But you, the people, who know even more shameless than Andrew Holness, because at least when Andrew Holness a thief, Andrew Holness thief big. Uno not even raise on the vote selling price, you know. Uno not even stick out for raise a price. That's why sometimes we want hold some on with a wet rag and give it to no cross on the back. Because when Andrew Holness the Ministry of Education in Thief and Bill House, don't Andrew Holness get a government and Andrew thief and turn himself into a multi-millionaire. So Andrew step up in game. How come uno vote selling junk can step up on a game? Uno don't remember Shabasa? Bully beef gone up, rice stepping up. Raising the vote price, man. Good God Almighty. Uno can't stay so. Raise one if uno decide, if uno go sell on yourself, me sure if uno go back road. Uno can't go there with the money uno go back road 10 years ago. Me don't think that back road price is the same as it was 10 years ago. So how come uno can raise phone price? Because if uno decide say uno have to sell, then good God Almighty uno must want something for it. This is the power of our crooked politician. We go in a transaction with them, and once they pay when we mark the X, the transaction done. Then depend their own for do whatever they want to do. Because we never bargain with them for deliver X, Y, or Z to it. The $5,000 what we want, junk crop, and the KFC we are going to cholesterol and all sort junk crop. We don't get it. That's why Holy Pan in the disaster zone can't complain. Because we don't value more $5,000. $5,000 lunch money. Lunch money for just go around town. School lunch money for school picking it. Now it not sell on herself. And then someone had the nerve. Someone a dog shit have the nerve to want to come on my Facebook page go argue with me. Someone who want to have respect to no, and don't value more than $5,000. People don't have respect for cheap things in this society. You don't see how people cheap things are cheap. How much people you see buy hope of China same thing and use it one time and dash it away because they're cheap? You disposable lot. You, the vote selling voters of Jamaica, you're all disposables. You're disposable voters. That's why you can't stand up. You don't help to ransom by government because of the corruption we not involved in with them. How we not sell ourselves cheap to them. How someone will go and do them crime. You all been held ransom. That's why you can't march against them. You can't talk up against them. Because when you see them and beg big man a thing, or boss man a thing, you not go get it because you not make problem on social media. What about going hungry, you mother heifers, and go plant something and tell the politicians, stick 2 fingers at you, you silly, evil, wicked, thieving bastard. But no, you no licky. Uno licky and beggy and wanga got and one if you come out here come cuss politician every day say politician a thief. At least politician a thief something sensible. One not sell for nothing. So don't come out here come cuss politician where thief is something and no cuss on yourself where sell on yourself for nothing. At least when the politician thief and walk away, he walk away with something. What you walk away with when you sell? Street corner politician, want to walk away with late night voters, curb crawling voters, Street corner pole dancing voters wanna walk with wanna sell on yourself. And look pan we in a disaster now. How much on sell on yourself between the 1st of September to the 3rd of September, drunk rock. How much on sell on yourself? How much on sell? Look pan now. We don't camping on the mountain, you know. If idiot like we never out here to make up nice food, no, we no can't talk. We no can't talk because no take the people their money. We no take the people their money so no more shut up. And had the nerve to come on with Facebook page can't defend these animals. We don't have the nerve to come on with Facebook page. But that's one down there in front of people. If when they in front of people could have backs on the pound of ears, make on the ears ring. A holy pound wouldn't say anything. A turn of finger. A turn of finger on what you talk. Half an hour if you explain you out on the mouth, you know that have problem. But you still have the nerve to talk. You still have the nerve to talk. And nothing now go on phone. When we just done cuss the Prime Minister, then have to go beg trust and borrow. We make sense. Stop selling a vote. Stop sell on a vote. Demand something from government. Be independent where you can stand up and demand from government. Rather than beg them honorable and go down pound on knee to beg them for no tax money where to spend pound. We're not too fool. We don't know, say because we're not stupid why no politician them so powerful. When your people don't stupid and fool, government have to do something. Even if they have to do the bare minimum, they have to do something. With our politicians, they have never delivered on the bare minimum. 50 years now, Labour and PNP promised the road and water. Look upon them today. 50 years. PNP and JLP promised the road, light and water. Look at the state of them in 2025. Look at the state of them in 2025. Me at least remember 40 good years of this promise of road, light, and water. Me remember at least 40 good years of the promise of road, light, and water. You think it's going to deliver before 2026? You think we're going to 2026? You think it's going to be delivered by 2030 when the 2030 UN agenda and the Prime Minister Vision 2030 agenda is being delivered? Don't sit down and wait. Sit down and wait and don't take it. Why don't think politicians just come and thief? Nobody don't get nothing to nobody. You have to get up and take it yourself. So if we want freedom and want upliftment in our country, and we have to turn up and take it, nobody don't give independence and freedom to you. Freedom and independence is a given and a taking. Freedom and independence is a given and a taking. Nobody can declare your independence. All they would have to do is accept it. Accept it. And we should stop walking around with this bullshit about we're independent and we're free. We're still fucking in slavery and we're still under colonization and all of that. I saw enough to walk and talk. If America and the rest of the world no shit, we no yam. Because we plant and grow and rich Britain. We have to sit down and wait for America grow one time, spoil GM, grow with chemical poison food from Bill Gates. What a thing we have become. Me I go about my business and my birthday, me now make them mad me. But remember, Marcus Garvey told you, unite or perish. I mean, We have been warning you for quite some time. In 2023, I told you the Americans gave Andrew Holness an ultimatum. Roll back China investment, or in 2 years, we will take over control of Jamaica. This is 2025. And the war secretary, the war undersecretary, and the undersecretary of the Foreign Office and the Foreign Office secretary have visited our country. The Americans are back in charge. Donald Trump is on a push out China in the Western Hemisphere tirade. Where will this stop? Will Donald Trump invade Venezuela? I don't think so. The Americans doesn't have the economy or the men to do it anymore. Or logistically, invading Caracas is next to nothing. What route will they find? Donald Trump will just do his petty bombing here, there, and everywhere until it might just blow into something much bigger than that. But all in all is what the thieving Andrew and the junking Pamela and the look almost gay Ali is promoting in the region. But the people of the Caribbean, if we unite, we can take back power from them. We can write our own constitution and chart our own direction. Bar that, then we must go back into slavery, comfortable, and don't complain in my ears. Don't make no noise in my ears, because when you get the chance to fight against it, you never do it. So go on, comfortable. Thank you very much on this my birthday, 51 years old, 2 years younger than the Prime Minister, and look about 10, 15 years younger than the MPM. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really
And to everyone who wished me happy birthday, to everyone who has given me birthday
I run
donation,
Babylonian walls.
thank you all.
Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. How long is going on? Oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja.
Preserve all people.
Put time away. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for Rastafari. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah,
Rastafari, preserve all.
and we love Jah, me love Jah, me love Jah.
Rastafari.
Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.